Well, good evening, internets. It's me, DP Knudten, and welcome, nonfiction branders, to another edition of Bookward Bound, my 301-day journey from I should really do this to done. And what am I talking about getting done? I'm talking about getting a brand new book self-published on Amazon's Kindle Direct Publishing platform by January 1st of 2021. That is the exact thing I've been trying to do since Friday, March 6th, earlier this year. And I've been coming down every night to work on this via live stream, in real life, in real time, in front of your eyes, at least spending a minimum of 15 minutes moving the book forward in one way or another. Well, the book is pretty much written, but that doesn't mean it's done, because a lot of the actual publishing of a book occurs well after the book is written, and that is things like formatting, editing, proofreading, getting blurbs from people for the book, marketing-wise, stuff like that. All that stuff happens after the book is written, and I've only begun doing that over the past week or so. But that's okay, because I'm feeling really good about where I am. In fact, I'm feeling like this is definitely going to happen on January 1st, because I've done such diligent working on this ever since Friday, March 6th, as I said. Let me get rid of this. So what am I doing tonight? Well, I'm actually going through the book a little bit at a time, proofreading it, looking for weird formatting stuff, you name it, and you can see it right there. I'm actually using Word at this point, because Scrivener is great for writing a book, but it's not really fantastic for formatting a book. So this is about the formatting stage, and I think I left off at page 100, so let's hop over there. And I'm just going through, and I'm doing a 2-up look at the pages, not 3-up. There we go. Because this allows me to compare them and look for errors, because I've gone through a couple of times with grammar and spell checking and stuff like that. Now a lot of this is about just trying to see how the pages look, because sometimes, obviously, this is a short page compared to this one, which is longer. Can I do anything about that? Not really. Well, unless I can kick this paragraph over here by breaking up this paragraph. Drawing out curious birds for easy watch. Yeah. So I could come down like that, move this down a little bit. That forces a little bit of copy over here. And then if I force that paragraph over there, that let's split the difference. And then I can, it's not actually going to be exactly right. Because these are not left and right facing pages. I don't even want to go into explaining that, but just trust me on that. So instead, we're going to look at this. I'm looking at a number of things. George B. Thomas, if you need an example of the attractivity of vulnerability, in human form, vulnerability in human form, listen no further than NFB podcast number 12, George B. Thomas. Brand podcast number, George B. Thomas. After a wide range about he's sharing every human experience. I learned this a while ago. First keynote speech. La la la. I can actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 copy. I can add a little bit of room because I have the page space on the following page. And actually, I can do that. How about that? Yeah, let's do it that way. All right. Is it too much to call them? So branding is clearly, I went through last night and de-sewed the copy a lot. Got rid of, I say so much that I got rid of a lot of so's, and that's a good one to get. Branding is clearly about differentiation and integration, but there's one more thing it does that makes it so incredibly valuable, not only for you, but for the people who buy your products and services. It aids in the creation of a little thing I call a brand. I developed this concept a long time ago after hearing a story about a business pitch. La la la. Who are you? Another pregnant pause caused him to say, "Who are you?" More sweat. Blank, blank, blank. Cool. Okay, so this page looks short. This paragraph looks long. Feature a handle. Have you ever tried to pick up an overstuffed suitcase that blankety blankety blank? Okay. You might come up with a quick way. That's a long paragraph I can't really break up. It's the fun space. Interesting. Let's get, it's the fun, comma. Interesting, comma. Provable, comma. Space. Unique and relevant thing about you. Ba 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 ba. If you're telling a story about one of those treasured people, and you need to provide just enough intel to provide. If you need to give or provide just enough content to provide context to give. Let's go give. Just enough intel to provide context for the story. You might come up with a quick and dirty descriptor like, he's my tatted up brother-in-law with the vegetarian restaurant, or she's the one who does all that Etsy stuff you love so much. These short descriptions like this, these short descriptions offer not but a hint, just a hint of what makes these people so interesting, and enough to make you want to hear more. A brandle isn't the full meal. Let's see that with some bold. My brandle is pretty darn obvious as it's spelled out in the title of this book. Well, I'm a writer, creative director, creative collaborator. Writer, creative collaborator, creative director, conceptual, collaborator, communication strategist, much more. Branding in my distinct variety of it, nonfiction branding, is where I hang my hat. It's also my best argument to an enticement as to why anyone best argument and enticement description for why anyone should seek out my services. All right, leave that. Niching down. What's your brandle? Scalpel versus Swiss Army knife. That should be a heading to. Yeah. Heading 2 will show up in the table of contents. The heading 3s won't. So that's cool. It'll get rid of you, Styles Pain. Because you're a Styles Pain in my butt. Equinox. Diamond bulk. Okay. All right. Checking out pages. Let's see if that does show up that way. It's always a good idea to double check. If you're telling someone to do a gold search, make sure it shows up. Yeah. Stephen Colbert and Tolkien. Yep, that'll work. Which is hilarious. Yeah, I mean, take a look at this as an entire playlist. All right, so the man knows jujitsu. Bum, bum, bum. Gay Bear. And his style pain will be a 2, heading 2. Good. All right, so this page looks a little high. Bring it down a little bit. And we can bring this down a little bit too. Oh, that works. Final night of the conference. So this can come down too. Tuck the page break back up on the previous page. That works. I should probably add this to the previous page. Hit this with a little bit of 3 inches, 3 and 8.3. Bingo. Can't show you. Blah, blah. A bear. Looks good, looks good. Probably split this. No, I can't. Long paragraph, but that works. Better. Your better bandwidth. Shorthand version. Thesis. Let's see. If, as a socially active online, if I was as socially active online, if I was as socially active online as many experts say it should be, I'd be billing zero. All my time would be taken up churning out content, scheduling and posting, sticking around to engage with commenters who may not be there, and constantly thinking I'm still not doing enough. Sound familiar? It does to many, blah, blah, blah. So let's cross posting. Hit that with a return. It's down. Oh, this book, but it really comes down to this. So stay on top. One social channel. And it wasn't even the same. Nature. Blah, blah. Yeah, I don't really understand. Oh, yes. Many platforms, and tuck this up. All right, I think I'm going to leave this here because I got a late start on this tonight. A lot of stuff going on today, and I'm actually waiting for the hard copy of the book to arrive. I've ordered a proof galley, or a hard printed copy of the book in galley proof format, so I can go through the actual physical copy, because proofreading on screen is always a fool's errand, because what looks good on screen can look terrible on paper. So I want the paper version. But I'll just leave it here at page 139. Make note of that. And I'll come back tomorrow and work on it. But as I said, I got a late start, so I'm not going to waste a lot of time tonight. Well, I don't want to do that. So instead, I'm going to get some good sleep. Come back here tomorrow and work on it, because I will be back here tomorrow night, because today is December 16th. Do a little math here. This is day 285, which means I have 16 days left in this 301-day live stream journey. So I just got to keep coming back, and I'm not going to keep coming back if I get bored or burnt out doing this. So instead, I'm going to say goodnight. I'm DP Knudten from the Nonfiction Brand podcast, which comes out every single Monday. Be sure to check that out. Any place that you get your podcast for free. And be sure to like, subscribe, refer it to others. But most of all, can you do me a real solid and review it wherever you get your podcast? Because that would really, really help other people find it. That's it. I'll see you tomorrow night. Same general time frame. And we'll keep moving this book through the entire publishing process. But until then, theme music, take us on out. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.